The tagline for Click and Learn software is, what do you want to learn today? Well, the Click and Learn team is going to be going to Puerto Rico towards the end of June, and we want to learn as much as we can about the island before we get there. So we go to clickandlearn.fun and we click the icon that says Game Library, and that gives us a row of new topics, one of which is Pick Your State. When I click that button, it's going to show us the row of games for all 50 states, but we've also included Puerto Rico in this list so it's easy to find. When I click on the icon for Puerto Rico, it brings us up a new set of games that we've created to help us learn the names and locations of the municipalities of Puerto Rico. And I'm going to show you the resources that we have. We have created a set of blackline maps that you can use for pre-testing and post-testing, clues maps to help your students identify the first 28. That's what we're going to work with in this video, is learning the names and locations of the first 28. And then we have a list of the municipalities, but to me, I'm not bilingual. I cannot speak Spanish, and I know that in Puerto Rico, it's even a slightly different form of Spanish. So we have created a page with phonetic pronunciation, and you can print all of these. I print all of these, and that's what I use to help me learn. But I'm going to get right into this game where we learn the names and locations of the first 28 municipalities. I click this icon, I click single player, and I click go. At the top it asks for adjuntas, and if I get it correct, I'll get a green light. The question changes to Aguada. We're racing the clock, and if we get the correct, and the show me button will appear. We can use the show me button when we get stuck. I'm going to use the show me button. I click that, and that shows us where, in this case, Aguada is located. Question changes to Aguadilla. If I click the wrong button, I get a red light. It says, sorry, you've clicked on. In that case, it says you've clicked on Arecibo. So your students learn even when they click the wrong button. So it asks for Aguadilla. It takes about 4 plays for a Spanish-speaking, someone from Puerto Rico that knows how to pronounce these. It takes about 4 plays for each 7 new municipalities. For me, not knowing the language, it takes a lot longer. It asks for Aguas Buenas, Ay Bonito, Añasco, Arecibo. We did not beat the clock. We were 31 seconds over, so we replay over and over until we can get through all of these and beat the clock. And then we go to the next level. So let's go to this. Adjuntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Aguas Buenas, Ay Bonito, Añasco, Arecibo. We beat the clock, and now we go to the next level of 14. Let's fly through this. I want to show you each of the levels. Adjuntas, whisper as you click. Aguada, Aguadilla, Agua Buenos. That helps us learn to pronounce. And it helps us actually, whether I'm learning the 50 states or the counties of Arizona, it still helps me to pronounce. Whisper as I click. Ay Bonita, Añasco, Arecibo, Arroyo, B, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, Cabo Rojas, alphabetically, and Camui, and we go to 21. Adjuntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Agua Buenas, Ay Bonita, Añasco, Arecibo, Arroyo, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, C, Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camui, Canovanas, Carolina, Catano, Calle, Ceiba, Cialis, Cedra. And now we'll go to all 28. Again, it takes about 4 plays for your students to go through each of these new levels. Click the go button. We're up to 28 now. Whisper as you click. Adjuntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Agua Buenas, Ay Bonita, Añasco, Arecibo, Arroyo, and then we go to letter B, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, the letter C, Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camui, Canovanas, Carolina, Catania, Calle, Saya, Cialis, Cibas, Coamo, Comeria, Corazon, Culebra, Dorado, Fajardo, and Florida. We beat the clock. That actually took me several hours to get to that point because I had to learn as well as I could the pronunciation, and I still know that I'm not the best. So now we go to random order. Click the go button. In random order, we give you more time. You're still racing the clock. But still, when I click the correct button, Culebra, this would be Culebra rather. I get the green button when I get it correct. Carolina, you can watch and see if I get all of these green. I'm attempting to race the clock and get them all green. Barceloneta, Barceloneta up there. Barranquitas, Aguas Buenas. The buttons disappear when I get them correct. Florida, Camui, Coamo, Adjuntas, Cialis, Canovanas, Arecibo, Aguada. If I get one wrong, if it asks for Aguada, if I click the wrong button, it asks for Aguada, I'm going to click the wrong button. I'll show you what happens. Even in random order, it tells you, sorry, you get a red light. If you notice, I got a red light. It says, sorry, you clicked on Aguadilla. And you can still use the show me button in random, where it shows you where, in this case, Aguada. Dorado, Caguas, Corozal, Añasco, Catonia, Aguadilla, Ceiba. I think this is Ceiba. Sidra, Cabo Rojo, Ay Bonita, Calle, Bayamon, Fajardo, Arroyo, and Comerio. Oh, did not beat the clock, okay? That's what happens if you don't beat the clock. I was 3 seconds over, so we replay over and over. Let's see if I can get through this. Canovanas, Arbanita, Comerio, Coamo, in random order. Catano, Camui, Cialis, Sidra, Culebra, Bayamon, Calle, Arroyo, Barranquitas, Dorado, I think I've got them all correct so far. Caguas, Florida, Aguada, Corozal, Barceloneta, up here, okay. Adjuntas, that's the first one alphabetically. Aguas Buenos, Aguadilla, Fajardo, Carolina, Arecibo, Añasco, and Cabo Rojo. We beat the clock, so now we go to the next mode, which is test mode. Click the go button. In test mode, we're not racing the clock. The buttons do not disappear when we get it correct, but it still gives us the green light. I get a green light as Florida. I get a green light when I get it correct, but the button does not disappear. The show me button does not disappear, does not help you either. And if we get it wrong, we do not get a second chance to answer it. We play through this over and over till we get 100%. Corazal. I try to pronounce as well as I can. Culebra, Aguada, Calle, Carolina, Aguadilla, Adjuntas, Coamo, Caguas, Barceloneta, Ceiba, I think this is correct, Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Arecibo, Conovanas, Añasco, Arroyo, Fajardo, Camarillo, Aguas Buenas. We're up to 21 so far. Barranquitas, I think I've got them all correct. Catano, Ay Benito, Sidra, correct. Dorado, Camui, Cielas. Okay, I got 100%. That's how this system works. There are also two goals of our system. I'm going to exit from that. Two goals of our system, and we give you these maps. You can print these. The goal is to be able to score 100% on the blank maps and to be able to recite the first 28 municipalities in 28 seconds. I can't do that yet, cannot do that yet, but I'm going to work on that. Before we get to Puerto Rico, I should be fairly successful with that. The other part of our system is we have two goals, and that is to be able to score 100% on this blank map and to recite all 78 in 78 seconds. I've worked with the first 28 so far, so I'm going to see how well I can identify the first 28. Ajado, Aguada, Aguadilla, this is Agua Buenos, Añasco, Arecibo, Arroyo, B. Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, C. Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camui, Canovanas, Carolinas, Catonia, Calle, Ceiba, Cialas, Sidra, is this Coamo? Coamo, I think. Comeria, Corozal, Culebra, this is Dorado, Fajardo, and Florida. Okay, and I think all of those are correct. Now let's see how well I can do on this with the time. The goal for me is to recite these in 28 seconds. I'm going to do my best. Adjuntas, Aguada, Aguadilla, Agua Buenos, Ivanita, Añasco, Arecibo, Arroyo, Barceloneta, Barranquitas, Bayamon, Cabo Rojo, Caguas, Camui, Canovanas, Carolina, Catania, Calle, Ceiba, Cialas, Sidra, Coamo, Comaria, Corozal, Culebra, Dorado, Fajardo, and Florida. Okay, I did not beat the clock, and I am not surprised because I am not a native speaker, but your students, your teachers and your students can fly through this because they already know the pronunciations. And I want to tell you, when I say it really is that easy, it's easy for you. It's easy for you. And if I can do as well as I did at my age, you can do it faster and better. I guarantee you can fly through this so much better. And the beauty of knowing the names and locations of the countries of the world, the 50 states, the continents and oceans, is when you meet someone like a tourist or a visitor or an immigrant or someone, and you say, where are you from? And they say, I'm from Bangladesh, or I'm from Algeria, or I'm from Bolivia. You can have a conversation and you can say something nice out of respect for people from around the world. We supply a way for you to review easily and in just a few minutes. So thank you for watching. If you want to contact us with suggestions or, let's say, better pronunciations, email me at clickandlearn@gmail.com. I really appreciate your time. This is a lot of fun, and to me, it's extremely rewarding to be able to do this. Thank you so much.